Hey everyone, it's Kaylin and thanks so much for visiting my channel. I'm so happy to have you here today. Today I have a great workout with the squishy ball. So we're going to focus mostly on core exercises, but this ball is extremely versatile. I'm going to show you quite a few different ways that we can use it. But before we get started, I just wanted to mention that if you're interested in helping to support this channel in providing free videos to you all, please go ahead and check out the link in the description below. So I love being here. I love this community and I am so grateful for all of you. So thank you all so much. Let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be a really fun one. We are going to start by lying on your back. If you don't have a ball, you could use a really firm pillow, something that you can lift your hips up a little bit, but still find a little bit of movement in there. So you could always try that too. So go ahead and lay down on your back. I'm actually gonna go this way. Remy's joining me here today. Hey, buddy. And we're gonna go ahead and lift the hips and place the hips on the ball. So obviously the squishier or the more inflated your ball, the more you're going to have a little bit more kind of a stability challenge, which is good because it's really going to make you use your core more. So arms are going to be down by your sides for this. Feet are flat on the floor. And we're just going to start by moving the pelvis. So think of moving the pelvis forward and back, and make sure the ball is under the pelvis and not under the lower back. That tends to be the first problem I see when people do this. So if it's too high up on the back, you're not going to get a good range here in that lower back movement. So here we're just kind of loosening things up. This is just called pelvic rocking, which is really nice here on the ball because you can get a little bit more mobility in that lower back. A really good exercise if you're tight in that lumbar spine. All right, so now from here, I want you to go ahead and bring your hips into a neutral position. So that means the pelvis is flat and you could put a cup of coffee on it and not have it spill. And that's going to feel a little bit different here on the ball than it does on the back when you're laying on the mat. So with the legs in this neutral position, hips in neutral, you're going to bring your legs up to tabletop. Already you're going to feel, okay, I feel my core engage. I'm trying to find that strength and stability here and trying not to wobble. Now we're going to keep the knees bent and find single leg toe taps. So sending one toe down to the floor at a time by moving at the hip joint. So just alternating here. You should already be feeling some good strength work. Good. Tap and lift. Try to keep the shoulders down so they're not rounding forward. Maybe even turn your palms up towards the ceiling. And try to keep everything still except for that leg moving in the hip socket. One more. Tap and lift. Now both legs are going to tap down together. So if they don't reach the floor, that's okay. I just want to make sure you're not arching your back. So you go only as low as you can where you're not arching your spine. You still want to keep those ribs pulling back down towards the floor. So tap, reach away, exhale, lift. If you're shaking, that is a good sign. That means you're working hard. Those muscles are working. I'm shaking here a little bit as well. So tap and lift. This is why I love the ball. It just gives that little bit of deeper extra engagement, really forces you to work a little bit harder on that balance and stability. Good. And then bring it in. Now we're going to go back to that single leg movement, but this time we're going to reach one leg out at a time and then switch. So again, it's all about that stability here on the ball. That's where the core comes in. Reach and switch. So feel the ribs pulling again back and down, core is engaged, reaching away from the moving legs. Good. One more set. Good. Pull the knees into that tabletop position. Both legs are going to reach out together, lengthen, bend the knees, bring it back in. Good. Reach, extend, and in. Good. Lengthen, reach. Again, same thing here with the lower back. Make sure it's not arching. If so, maybe leave the legs a little higher to diagonal as opposed to bringing them too low. Let's do 4 more. Reach and in. Good. Last 3, 2, And last one, reach and bring it in. All right, bring one leg down at a time. You're gonna lift those hips now, take the ball out, roll the spine all the way down. Go ahead and take the ball now and place it between the lower thighs, almost right at the knees. Then the arms are gonna come down by your sides. So walk the feet a little closer to your body. We're setting up for rolling bridge here. So we're gonna take our inhale. On the exhale, squeeze the ball and then start to tuck that tailbone under and roll up. So you should already feel that inner thigh connection. And then reverse it coming down. So upper back first, mid back, lower back, and release. Good. And then we reverse that again, roll up, squeeze the ball, roll up, lift. Good, and lower. So now we're getting core, front core, side, back, glutes, hamstrings, inner thighs with that ball. Lift and lower. Good, don't forget to squeeze that ball. We're gonna roll up on this next one. We're gonna stay lifted and we're gonna pulse the ball with those inner thighs. So squeeze and release, good. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, now we're gonna do an alternating leg lift. So keep the knees at the same height, reach the right leg long, extend, bend the knee, place it down, switch to the other side, reach and lower. So we're trying to keep the thighs, the hips, the knees all at that same position and just extending at that knee joint. Good, let's do one more each side. Good, and reach. Good, and bend. Now reach the right leg long, hold it. Squeeze the right knee in towards the left. Again, little pulses. First 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, place that foot down. Switch sides, still engage those glutes, reach long. Left leg pulses in. First 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. And then we roll the spine to come all the way down. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and roll yourself up to seated. And this time the ball is going to come behind you. And this is a great exercise or a great prop to use for our abdominal curl exercises. So we're going to start here with the hands behind the head. And the ball is kind of right in between the shoulder blades, right? The elbows are slightly wider, not too wide and not straight up towards the ceiling, kind of out at a diagonal. Shoulders are down the back, legs stay steady on the floor. We're going to take an inhale as you start to bring the upper body over the ball. Exhale, use the core to lift you back up. Inhale is going to take you up and over. Find that nice front body stretch, a little extension. Exhale, lift. Good. Inhale over. Exhale, lift. Just let the head be nice and heavy in the hands. What that does is take any pressure or tension out of the neck and the shoulders and really helps you understand the abdominal curl and where that movement's coming from, which is kind of right at that rib cage. And everything else is just lifting and lowering with it. All right, so last one, come over your ball and then lift up into your ab curl. Hold the abdominal curl. Take your right leg to tabletop and then your left. And then you're gonna stay in your ab curl, take your hands off behind your head, pull the right leg into your chest with your hands, and then we switch. So here we are in our single leg stretch. But now we've got this nice support from the ball and you're still getting some deep abdominal work here. Good, couple more. Nice. And then pull both legs into the chest. We're gonna do double leg stretch. So keep yourself in the ab curl. Inhale, arms and legs reach out opposite directions. Exhale, circle the arms around, bend the knees, bring it in. Good, inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, bring it in. Good, inhale, reach. Exhale, in. 2 more. Keep that curve in your spine. Last one, inhale, reach. Exhale, all the way in. All right, now straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. Hands behind the right leg, left leg reaches away for our single straight leg stretch for scissors. This one definitely requires a little bit more control and stability so you're not wobbling on that ball behind you. Good. Shoulders down. Good, one more each side. Good, both legs reach up, hands down by your sides. Inhale, reach the legs just about halfway down, no lower. Exhale, lift. Good, inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, lift. Keep that low belly pulling back and down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, up. 3 more, 3, 2, last one, and lift. All right, bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. Bring your hands behind your head again, and bring yourself up and over that ball for a little stretch. We're gonna do a little oblique twist here, so keep your feet on the floor. This time when you exhale, you're gonna lift up, twist armpit towards opposite knee, but the feet stay grounded. Good, inhale back over the ball. Exhale, lift, twist to the other side. So the pelvis and the lower body stays nice and still. Lift, twist. Good, and lower. Good, lift, twist. And lower. Remy decided it was time to get up and move around. Good, lower. Exhale, lift. And lower. Let's do 2 more each side. So getting into those obliques here. Lower. Last one. Or sorry, we have one more set after this. Good. Now is our last set. Twist. Last one. Good. And this time come all the way over the ball. If you can bring your head to the floor, great. And your elbows wide, or maybe even you send your arms back along the floor here. You get this nice, yummy front body stretch. Good. Take one more breath. And make sure when you come back up, you lift your chin first to your chest, maybe bring your hands behind your head, and then bring yourself all the way up. All right, go ahead and rock yourself up to seated. We have one little stretch to finish. So I want you to go ahead and roll it all the way down. The pelvis is gonna come back up onto the ball. And I want you to extend your right leg along the floor and really feel that leg stay nice and heavy. And you're gonna pull the left leg in towards your chest. What this is gonna do, hopefully you can feel it already, is find this really nice stretch in the front of your right hip flexor. So the back of the ribs are still pulling down to the mat as your right leg reaches forward, and that's gonna really help stretch out all the way through the front of that right hip. So draw your shoulders down to release and relax. Take one more breath here. Good, and we're gonna switch sides. So let's extend that left leg to the floor, pull that right leg in. Let the ribs release down as that left leg releases forward. Good, a couple breaths here. Good, now pull both legs into the chest. What this is gonna do is round through that lower back, really accentuate that rounded spine. And just hold there. Good, one more deep breath in. All right, go ahead and place one foot down on the floor at a time. Lift your hips, take the ball out, place it off to the side, and then lower the spine all the way down. Go ahead and rock yourself up to a seated position. And that is some core work with the ball. I would be really interested to hear what you thought of that, and if you really liked it, if you want a little bit more with the ball. There are a lot of other exercises to do, so that was just focusing on a lot of that core strength and stability. So please let me know what you thought in the comments below. And if you get a chance to check out that link in the description to help support the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. If you want to check out some other videos with props, I'm going to go ahead and link to here. So we've got some, one with the band and one with weights as well. So go ahead and check those out. And as always, thank you guys so much for being here. I am so grateful for all of you, and I look forward to seeing you here next time.